The following story is contributed by ABC 27 WHTM.
This is a place where God Himself is present.
Bobby Fulton sings straight from his heart. There is no show, there is no glory, and there is nothing rehearsed about it. Every Friday, the Reverend Bobby Fulton leads the room in music, fellowship, and prayer. He's the founder of Gospel Music Ministries International.
I was a dreamer. I am a dreamer.
And one of Bobby's biggest dreams stretches back to Harrisburg in the 1960s. Like so many young people in the city back then, Bobby grew up around music, and it became his dream to showcase the great talents of his friends and neighbors.
I called myself, even as a young man, a talent scout.
And that is how the Soulville record label began.
Somebody had told Bobby Fulton about us, and they came over to Trinity High School. We were playing a teen dance at Trinity High School, and they came in and saw us, and they immediately wanted to sign us.
When they would come up and hit, they really hit.
The Soulville All-Stars were the label's first group. It was a promising start and an exciting time.
Oh, be my girl. It's every kid's dream to make a record.
I had big plans for the Soulville All-Stars. The Soulville All-Stars were unique.
The All-Stars were a hit, so Bobby, then in his 20s, went in search of more good acts to record. He partnered up with friends from Harrisburg he'd known for years.
And you had to get on the road and show your wares.
The Soulville Express became known around town.
It was a 1948 Chevy.
Woody Miller, along with another brother who worked with us, and that used to carry the Soulville All-Stars equipment around and we were real big show people.
Soulville and its sister label, Jay-Walking, were on the road and off the ground. Bobby set up the label on 6th Street in uptown Harrisburg, signing some of the best around, like the Continental Four out of New Jersey.
They love to sing. To this day, I haven't met anyone that I've been around that just sings all the time, wherever they're at.
And there was Hewley and the Tiffs. Hewley Diggs helped Bobby run the label. And there was Gloria Spencer, known as the world's largest gospel singer.
Gloria thought it was maybe a sin to even record because it might be about making money instead of glorifying God.
But the music business is a tough song and dance. The tempo just never stays the same.
I was really the dreamer, and when the dreamer goes away, oftentimes the dream goes with you.
Tomorrow, find out what happened to Soulville. Kristen Wright, ABC 27 News. Anyone old enough to remember can tell you that Harrisburg was once a small city with a big sound.
It was a magic time period, especially here. Central PA was, and had been for some time, a hotbed of R&B.
1967, a young man in Harrisburg named Bobby Fulton worked for a record label started by local businessman Jimmy Walker.
Soulville.
Soulville brought a lot of joy, but it took a lot of work. Getting records played was the hardest part.
Distribution, you know, is a lot to do with. If you didn't get your music played, it was tough, and sometimes it was for naught.
It took a lot to get jocks to play records, because you had your dominant Motowns and you had your companies like that who were on top of the earth, the world, really.
Soulville started as a dream, but it was nurtured by a financial backer.
And of course, the owner died, Jimmy Walker. And there was nobody else to pick up the gauntlet.
So Soulville as a label seemed to fade away.
There was no fight, no argument, no misunderstanding. It was just that it was time to move on and try to do some other things.
Bobby moved to Pittsburgh to work for a record label there. Eventually, he became a minister. Gospel Music Ministries International keeps music in his life.
When he called me in the ministry, he specifically gave me this charge to reach out to people with gifts and talents.
Today on 6th Street in Harrisburg, there is no trace of Soulville. The old record shop became a flower shop, and few people remember. Rich Clare, one of Soulville's biggest stars, is still on the road. He travels around with his new band, Pentagon, and is a counselor at Susquehanna Township High School. Clare's old band, the Soulville All-Stars, are still remembered in England and in cyberspace, where records go for more than just a pretty penny.
Evidently, I had my 15 minutes of fame and I was on the wrong continent.
Camp Curtin Junior High School.
And Bobby. Bobby remembers Harrisburg as a place where gifts and talent still live.
In Harrisburg, there's so much talent. There was, and there still is, even now. I know some artists in Harrisburg that should be recorded and out there.
Soulville is still alive in the hearts of Bobby, his close friends at the label, and others. Although no sounds have come from the label in many years, Soulville remains a largely unrecorded part of our recorded history. For ABC 27, I'm Kristen Wright.